Do you know what this month is? It's my plant-based bursary month. Hey, it's my plant-based bursary month. Hey, do you know what this month is? It's my plant-based bursary month. Hey, it's my plant-based bursary month. Hey. So there's very few fully plant-based restaurants in Daegu. There's a couple of them. Loving Hut, which is a really popular international chain restaurant. I mean, I know that they have branches in America, in Australia, it's in Korea. So those are everywhere, but you know, sometimes you may get tired of a place like Loving Hut and you may want something else. But in Daegu, it's the only fully plant-based restaurant. The other places have some plant-based options or some veggie options. There's a few, but there's not a lot in Daegu. I did hear that there's a plant-based delivery meal service in Daegu where they actually are on this like little, I don't know what to call it. It's not a car, it's not a bike, it's not a motorcycle, but it's like this little thing that you can ride around. I don't know the name for it, but they will actually deliver you meals and they're plant-based. I have never used that service before, so I'm not sure how much it is, but I have been told that they'll do like meal plans, like weekly meal plans for you, and I heard that it's good and it's all plant-based, so that's pretty cool. I'll have to definitely try to check that out before I leave. Now, Seoul is banging. If you wind up living in or working in Seoul, then you will be good because, you know, Seoul has tons of plant-based restaurants. Tons of them, tons of vegetarian restaurants. And also they have like stores there where you can like easily go buy plant-based stuff. It's really cool if you live in Seoul. It's easier to be plant-based, but outside of Seoul, it can be challenging. I know I've visited Busan many times and they have a lot of options too, but in Daegu, it can be challenging. There's some few things here, but it not a whole lot. Most of the plant-based restaurants in Korea, period, and definitely in Daegu, the meat substitutes or protein substitutes are usually soy-based and it's usually tofu. So there's not really a lot of other options besides tofu for protein substitutes. And I actually didn't even eat a lot of tofu before I came to Korea. You know, I'm used to America having the seitan, which is a protein substitute, and it's wheat. Also, like, I loved bean patties back in America. It's usually just tofu. Like, it can be actually not that healthy to eat soy all the time. So I find that that's a really big con in Korea. Is it would be really nice if they had a lot of other options besides just soy-based protein. So I actually had stopped to using the microwave pretty much when I lived in America. I mean, that's a whole nother video, for real. Microwaves basically can kill any nutrient or anything. Basically kills all the nutrients or anything good that you're supposed to get out of food when you put your food in the microwave and warm it up. And so I actually had just started using the oven and toaster ovens or rewarming things on the stove when I was in America. And I would very rarely use the microwave. I came to Korea and my apartment does not have an oven. And I don't have a toaster oven either. I didn't want to spend money on a toaster oven because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here and I don't know if I want to invest in something like that. So then I'm like, wow, well, I kind of had to begin to use the microwave a little more than I wanted to because I needed to warm up my food. I will walk down the street to a convenience store that's called GS25 that's near me to warm up my food sometimes, but I have gotten better at trying to warm up my food on the skillet on top of the stove. It is challenging to avoid the microwave when I'm at work because there is no toaster oven in the common areas where a lot of people are. The toaster oven is actually in one of the teachers' classrooms, so I would kind of be interrupting her and her student in the middle of class if I was just to go there and try to warm up my stuff all the time. So, you know, it is what it is with that. I try my best, but for some things I do have to take some L's. It can get a little lonely sometimes when it comes to, you know, being plant-based here because not only am I foreigner here, it feels so weird saying foreigner, but Koreans, they like say foreigner. That's how they describe people who are not Korean, so I've actually gotten in the habit of saying it. I'm a foreigner here. And then not only am I a foreigner, I'm a foreigner with eating too, right? Because they're like, what are you doing with your life? Why are you not eating meat? Why are you not eating seafood? Why are you not drinking this cow milk? I feel like that's what they're saying. But I don't have anybody that I can really connect with on that level who eats the same as me here. So that can be a little lonely sometimes. You know, when I hang out with different associates or coworkers or, you know, even some friends that I have here in Korea in general, none of them are plant-based or even vegetarian. So when we go out to eat, many of the restaurants are just gonna have bibimbap, you know. Probably not a lot of people are trying to roll out and eat at plant-based restaurants. So, you know, sometimes that can be challenging as well. Sometimes that happened even back home in America. I mean, that happened when I was with family sometimes, but it was cool because at least I was in my home country and I did have a tribe. Shout out to Lily, Krista, Ray, and Aaron, and Z. Shout outs to y'all. I had them, you know, who I could go eat with and, you know, who I could just really bond with on this whole plant-based thing, you know, my whole plant-based journey. So that, it can get a little lonely when it comes to that here, but it is what it is, you know. I did join a Daegu vegan meetup Facebook group. It's really small. I did do one vegan meetup with some people from the Daegu vegan meetup, and that was really nice. They were really cool, but it was just one time. But it was nice to kind of bond with them when I did meet up with them on just eating and talking about our challenges. And, you know, they were giving me advice, teaching me some Korean, like some Hangul, so I could know what milk was and cheeses and meat, like the Hangul, so I could like kind of recognize certain ingredients when I'm looking at different foods. So they were really cool. I actually bring my own lunch to school at work because the school lunch doesn't have like any plant-based options. You know, that can be challenging because I'm already an alien there, right? They already staring at me. They staring at my hair. Oh man, they staring at my skin, they staring at my clothes, they staring at everything. They looking at how I talk. So now I'm giving them something else to stare about, like, why is she not eating a school lunch? What is she eating? They don't quite understand it. That's a whole nother video. I do plan on doing a video on my experience being plant-based working in a Korean school because that is a whole nother video, I promise, okay? Not long before I actually started recording this video, I was in the Daegu girls chat we have on Cooke. We have this little group chat. It's us black girls, you know.
Black girl magic, black girls rock, black girls travel, you feel me?
And this girl said that she wanted to warn all of us who are lactose intolerant that at Angel and Us, it's a really popular coffee place here in Korea. She said Angel and Us is marketing basically like this latte drink or something as having almond milk, but come to find out it's really cow milk that's just flavored with almonds. And they like, what? Like, so a lot of people really think that they're drinking like almond milk, but it's cow milk flavored with almonds. Did y'all catch that? Like, what? What? How? Why? Where? When? What? What?
Did y'all catch that? Like, what? What? How? Why? Where? When? What? What?
Y'all, the struggle is so real. I will say that I can definitely understand now from being here, being plant-based, actually being in Korea. I can see why people come here and they completely give up on being plant-based. Maybe they're fully vegan or fully plant-based and they take a step down to being vegetarian, or they take a step down to being pescatarian. Like, I completely understand because it is challenging. Like, it is challenging, okay? Like, real talk. But I will persevere. There have been times where I'm like, oh, for the love of God, I just want to eat my plant-based food and I want it to taste good. Why? I learned that you really just have to be patient. You know, I haven't lived in any other cities besides Daegu, but in Daegu I found that I had to be just very patient here. And you know, if you come to Korea and you move here, you live here, you plant-based, let's be honest, in the beginning you probably gonna get frustrated, you gonna like want to give up, but you can do it. You just have to be patient and you will figure it out. You will figure out a routine for yourself. I hope this video was helpful. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Share the video, comment, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have any questions. And make sure you do hit the subscribe button. And I'm gonna catch you all in my next video. Bye. Oh, and of course, I'm gonna sip this.